Hey guys, it's Sam and Sammy. We're back again to talk about some boxing. Say hi.
Hi.
And so what we're going to do is we talked about the jab the first video. So the jab is pretty important. We talked about all that. I'm going to go over some of the review of that real quick, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of the stance and just some of the positioning of your body before you do this. And then I want to add just the straight right. Okay, then we're going to add, so we're going to be able to do a jab, straight right by the end of this video. That's the plan. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get right into it and let's go. I'm gonna show you some of the stances. All right guys, as you can see, what we're doing here is the stance. So boxing stance is going to be about shoulder width apart. You don't wanna be too far this way behind, you don't wanna be too far out this way. You're gonna be shoulder width, foot and a half or so wide, right? That's where we're at. So then every time we're going to do anything, we'll be able to keep that as much as possible. So if we're going to move forward or move backwards, we're going to go that way. Now you notice too what I'm doing is I'm stepping, sliding. Step, slide. You always slide that second one. If you're going to go this way, slide. Step, slide. Okay? So that's a quick way to do it, because if you're taking big steps every time, it just takes more time. And every time you can shave off just a little bit, that's the way to do it. So step, slide, okay? We're not gonna do too much of that, but I just wanted to show you that first while we're doing that, okay? And the next position I want to show is the chin, okay? Okay, so the chin. So where should your chin be? Now, if we're fighting right here and he's looking up in the air, being, oh, look at this, boom, right in the chin, right in the chin. This here can knock you out, okay? If I hit here and it moves your chin this way, right here, this up here pushes back onto this nerve up here, all right? If I hit the other way, pushes on there. If I hit straight in, it pushes your chin straight back into the nerves that can actually knock you out, okay? And if it does knock you out, it hurts a lot. Trust me on that one. All right, so the chin. What you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of tuck your chin. Now you coming closer now. I want you to look at me when you're doing it. So tuck a little bit there. Now he's not tucking it like this. If he tucks like that, I can slap him all day long. He can't defend it. But here, he still has his head up, his chin up, and his guard up, right? So now move these for a second so we can see your chin. See how he's tucked a little bit there? Now if I come to do it, boom. Even if I hit him, it's a lot harder to get to it, right? It's right there. And then he has his guard here and guard here. And also if he has his chin up and he lifts his arms up, it exposes his ribs more, okay? So if his chin's down, he can block his ribs and his chin at the same time. So now, we're here, right? And I can defend there, right? He's got his guard up, right? So he can do that. Okay, so we got the foot position and the head position. Now we're gonna do some work showing you on the bag a little bit. Okay, so one thing I wanted to point out too is that, there's a couple different things. You can wrap your hands, and there are videos on that. If that's something you want to see, I can do a video on that to show you how to do that. Otherwise, there's plenty of videos about how to wrap your hands for boxing. And then he has bag gloves, they're called. You look at these gloves. Yep, that's all it is. There's a thumb, and it's just like this, right? So his fingers go right in there, and it curls up, tucks his thumb in there, and it protects your hand, okay? It's nothing too fancy. They're actually relatively cheap price too. And then you're gonna get into more of the actual boxing gloves. Now these are 14-ounce gloves. Nothing, you don't have to go out and spend $230 on gloves, because there are some that are very expensive. These, I don't know where we got them, at some store, and it wasn't very much, but these worked for me very well. Now these are 14-ounce gloves. In a boxing match, you'd be 16-ounce gloves. I like the 14 just because, I don't know, if I have too much padding on it, I don't feel like I'm actually hitting something. That's me. But if you do boxing, it is 16-ounce gloves. Okay, so you might want to look at 16-ounce. All right. But right now we're going to do that. Now, he's going to work on the bag here for a minute, right? Now we're going to do the jab. We're going to review the jab. So he's in a stance, feet are shoulder apart, his chin is tucked, his hand's out there, and he's going to jab. Remember that jab, straight, right? Hitting with the first two knuckles, straight and straight out. Elbow is tight, when he jabs, boom, there. See how he doesn't hit my hand? My hand's right here, and he goes straight out, and he misses my hand. All right. Now, if he's going to do a slight little power with that, all he has to do is move this foot out forward a little bit. There you go. You're going to come here, jab, and just slightly turn the shoulder forward. So go. That's the only difference, okay, when it comes to jab. It's just, instead of boom, you're like this, okay? Just a little bit of movement. Now, what we're going to do too is I'm going to show you how to connect that with the straight right, okay? So, we got the jab. One more time, we're going to do the jab. Remember, his arm is straight. He's looking straight at where he's hitting, right? Chin tucked. All right, so now the straight right isn't all that different. It's just coming from a different spot. Now, it's coming from this side over here, and this one's more of a power hit, okay? You're going to put more of an emphasis on the hips, right? So now, I'm going to have him show you this too. Now, when he is punching, you're going to see his hips turn when he does that right. He's going to do just a straight right. So you're watching his hips, and he's going to pivot. Here, watch his bottom, his foot too. So he pivots that leg, he pivots on that foot, that back leg. His hip goes forward when he does it, right? That's going to generate more power, right? So, do that again, turn the hip and just straighten it out, and then come back. Now this is the same thing here, guys. Okay, so same thing here. So when you're doing that, right, you're here, you're turning the hip, but your arm still doesn't go up, it still doesn't go out, stays in tight, straight out, straight back. Okay, just like the jab, boom, straight, okay? This is a straight, and they call it a cross because you're crossing your body is all it is straight or straight right. Technically, straight right, cross is just a slightly over, not a big deal. A lot of times they're intermixed, okay? So straight right, boom. So if I say straight or cross, I'm talking the same thing. I get to hooks, that's all different. Okay, so he's gonna do a jab, so do a jab, and a straight. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to call that jab 1. The straight right is 2. So if I say 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 2. See, so that's how you call those out, right? We're getting to more in depth when it comes to, you have a lot of different numbers for different ones. I'll show you some uppercuts and all that stuff later on. But a good workout, a good practice for you to do is, get ready. Now, watch this hand when he does a 2. 2. Do you see the hand still up there? One big mistake people make, and he's going to show you this mistake, is what?
He will bring their hand down instead of guarding.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see it the wrong way. Boom. See what he did there? Do it again. Look where his hand is. Now watch. He's going to move. He's going to drop it. Boom. He's caught, right? If he has that guard up and he does that too, boom. He's protected, okay? It's off of the glove. It's protected that way. Okay, so I want you to turn around and face me. Okay, same thing here. So now he's got his guard up, right? He's got his guard, his protection, right? His body's protected. Boom, and up here is protected, right? So when he does the jab, boom, right there, the jab again. Look at this hand right here. This hand's right here. So if you were to jab, boom, you're gonna jab, boom. See, look, if I come back to block this way, like if I'm doing a hook on, boom, he's protected, I get hit in the face. Okay, so that is huge, okay? To keep that guard up, he's gonna punch this way, this hand's gonna stay up. Boom, right? And really turn into that one, right? Boom. Okay. All right, so that's gonna be more of the power hit, right? So we're here, boom, power. That's where that one is. Okay. So let's do it a couple more times in the bag. I just want to show you. 1, 2. Oh. That was the wrong way. Yeah, and this is the thing, guys. You'll do that, and there'll be times you do it. You'll drop your hand. You're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, so watch this. 1, 2. See that? See that? Now he left his hand out there. Do that again. 1, 2. There. So that's what you got to remember. You got to remember to bring the defense back the whole time. And the big thing you don't want to do too is you don't have to leave your punch out there. Because if you punch and you leave it out there, all they have to do is come up. If they sidestepped it, boom, hit you. Your arm's out there. But if you jab, bring it back. Like that, right? Bring it right back. You get the jab out there. You get the benefit of speed by doing it quick, bringing it back. Okay? Now, we're going to do that. It's a 1 and a 2, right? So if you're left-handed, again, remember guys, if I do it this way, and if you are left-handed, just flip everything. I want you to switch, and you're going to do it left-handed. Switch your feet. There you go. Now, if I say 1 here, it's a jab for this right hand, right? Because he's left-handed. 1, 2, boom, boom. See, a little bit different. Keep the hand up. There you go. 1, 2, boom. And it's a little bit harder for if you're switching like that if you're not used to it, okay? So if you switch, boom, boom, all right? Hands up. So remember that, guys. If I say something to do it and you're left-handed, you kind of do the opposite. There are some differences, like if you're fighting a person that's left-handed or if you are left-handed fighting a person that's right-handed. There's a couple different things we'll go over, but that's a ways away. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna do some calling out some numbers. We only did 1 and 2 right now, and so that's all we're gonna use right now. But if you have a partner, if you have somebody that you're working out with, right? Get a good set of mitts too would be nice too. They're just little mitts here. Again, they don't have to call. You don't have to get really expensive ones. If you don't have those, I mean, you can find something. You can put your hands up and just kind of shadow box. That means you don't really have to have a lot of contact. All right, what we're gonna do here is he's gonna get in the stance and 1, boom, right? 1, 2, boom. Okay. So, and if you ever that's 1, 2. Now you can do that, or you can even do it this way, both hands, and say 1, 2. Okay. If you want to do that, I like this way just because it gets you to turn the hip a little more to hit this one. Okay, that's the only reason why I like to do the 1. It's almost like you're slightly going across your body, which is why they call it cross. Okay, so 1, and then watch the elbow, right? Keep the elbow tight. 1, pop it out there. 1, faster, pop. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now that's another thing, just real quick, if you're holding the mitts for somebody, when he punches, when you punch, boom, I kind of do a quick little tap on his knuckle, okay? So if I just leave my hand like this, it's gonna bounce back. It's not really effective, right? When he hits, boom, 1, 2, boom, boom. Kind of swing in a little bit, okay? Just remember that if you're ever holding mitts or anyone. All right, so that's basically the big thing we want to talk about today. We got the chin down, we got good stance, we got your guard up, we got the 1, 2, the 1, 2, right? And we have the footwork, right? We talked about sliding, moving around, okay? I'll get more in depth. Definitely comment on this, guys. Like on it, subscribe if you like this too. That notification bell, again, like I said, is very important because anytime a video comes out, you'll see it right away, okay? So be able to be the first one on there. That's kind of cool sometimes to be the first. Yeah, but definitely comment in there. Say if you like anything or if you want me to do anything different or show you anything different. All right, remember Sammy Adams' essay for his video there. I'll put it in the description again. I did it last time. I'll do it this time. Awesome Boy Gamers, my other son. I'll put that in the description also. Check those out if you like games, you like sports, you like that kind of stuff. All right. With that, I'm going to say goodbye and see you next time.